Friday night lights. Roaring V8s kicking up a storm in the night. Welded frames rattling, tires screaming, hold on tight. We live for the slide boys, that's our birthright. Cornbread man's grilling, got the ribs on the pit. The chasers wheeling deals, never gonna quit. Marine standing tall like he owns the whole track. Biscuit boys eating biscuits, got gravy on his back. Dirt report coming at you loud and clear. Talking slide jobs, wrecks, and racing gear. From the high banks to the flip-flop falls, we interview the kings of these southern walls. Slide them sideways, kick up that dust cloud high. Dirt track heroes riding under neon sky. Midnight rider howling, Hot Wheels burning rubber. Desi calling the shots, ain't no other. Hot Wheels spinning donuts just to show his flair. Midnight rider.
All right, music is fading, and we are appearing. I am happy to be back on the Dirt Report with the Southern Racing, or SFP Racing Hour, if I can make my mouth work. Dean Sir Chaser Potts in the house, Marine as well. And we have special guests with the, see them on the screen, Vintage Outlaws Racing Series, Miss Sherry Hopper, right? Did I say that
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. We are glad to have you. She's from the great state of Alabama. So everybody here is a dog fan. Y'all behave.
Except Marine.
Well, Marine said roll tide. Now, he is an Alabama fan. I forgot that. But she might be Auburn. Are you Auburn or Alabama?
Oh, I'm Alabama all the way.
Okay, I kind of figured. When you told me where the racing was and all that, I thought there's no way she's Auburn fan. But we didn't want to offend. So I don't know if you know Scooter Bang. He races up there in around Scottsboro, and we were over there a couple weeks ago at his restaurant called Scooters. And I said every car had an Alabama tag, and all of them said roll tide. So we behaved
Yep, that's the
ourselves.
majority.
Yeah, we behaved ourselves while we was over there. Great people. Well, thanks for being with us tonight. I think we had a reschedule or something that had to happen, and I appreciate you reaching back out. We've been doing this for many, many months, and it'll be something we do ongoing. You're part of the family. You can come in anytime and let us know anything you want to let us know about racing, or just hang out with us. We just like having folks hang out and let us know what's going on with their team.
Having fun.
And having
I like
fun.
talking racing all the time. So yeah.
So tell us how you got into this thing. What was your influences, and kind of get us started down that road of the journey that put you where you are today on the air with us.
Well, I have to tell you that I was stubborn about the dirt track at first because I was a drag racer. So I had a girl that I worked with, and she was like, "You need to come to the dirt track and watch some racing." And I was like, "No, we're drag racers. We don't watch the dirt track, So I was kind of stubborn about it. I was 16, but I invited her to the drag strip, and she came down, and she did pretty good on the drag strip. So, but I don't think I ever, while I was a teenager, I don't think I ever even went and visited the dirt track. But I'm a Marine as well, a retired master sergeant. So
absolutely,
I had to go spread my wings, do my thing, serve my time in the Marine Corps. I did 20 years, retired as a master sergeant. And when I came back, I moved close to a dirt track. It was called Moulton Speedway then. And so at that point, I was hooked, and I just went all in, and I bought a late model, 602 late model. And then since I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't have anybody to help and walk me through it and things, I went out there first time and hit the wall, but so it was quite an experience. I fixed it up, sold it, and then here I am. I was 54, and I had met my boyfriend, Wayne Sutherland. He's over the Vintage Outlaws.
Okay.
So when I met him, then I was like, hey, I really enjoy this. Can I like promote the series for you?
Absolutely. Sponsors, anything you got, it's all welcome.
Yeah. So it was, I've had a great time doing that. And so that very next season, over the off season, we started building me a car. So this is my third season. So, I've had a lot to learn, and a lot to learn about dirt racing in general, because I didn't know anything other than, as a fan, I went every weekend, Friday, Saturday night, I was at the dirt track. So I didn't know much about it. So over these last few seasons, I don't know if you have the purple car there is mine. It's a 1966 Corvair. Okay. Did you have a picture of that one?
I'm looking back. Let me look back and see, and we'll pull this down. Let you keep talking.
There was two separate emails. I do apologize for that.
Oh, okay. No, I'll go back and get those. I wanted to ask you, when you were drag racing, where did you drag race at? Where was that at?
Baileyton, Alabama.
Okay.
So
I know where that's at. I just didn't know. We have a track up here, and I don't know if you've ever raced at it, but we're familiar with that one. I was just wondering where you did that at.
Where are you located?
Just outside of Chattanooga. We're North Georgia, so we're East Ridge is where it's at, and so it's been there for decades.
It's called Brainerd Optimus.
Yeah, Brainerd Optimus, but it's been there for decades. Since I've been a kid, since I was a teenager, that's been eons ago.
Since I was a kid.
Yeah, we never ventured out past, this little area right here, drag racing. So,
well, that's cool. I'm glad to know it. I found your pictures. So, oh yeah, we got some good ones. I'll pull these up and put them on the screen one at a time.
I can talk about the car before you get up there. So it's a 1966 Corvair. It's on dirt late model chassis. So the majority of our cars are on dirt late model chassis. So I've had a heck of a time learning the setups, learning what works, how to make it hook up, about the 4 bars and everything, shocks, springs. Yeah. So I'm still new at that, but I try to give every effort to study, what happens when you do this, when you make this adjustment, what happens when you do this. So
that's sharp. I like that.
Thank you.
I love the color.
Thank you. We had a little fender bender this past weekend, so we're having to do a few cosmetic repairs and radiator, and I think it busted my carburetor too. So,
oh Lord.
So, we're going to try to get back to the track this weekend. I don't know that we'll be able to make it, but we're trying.
Where'd you get your number idea from? Where did that come from?
Okay. I'm glad you asked, because, my boyfriend is like, what number do you want to be? And I said, well, 26. And then he said, hey, how about 22? And I said, 22 a day is perfect. 22 stands for the veteran suicide, to bring awareness for that.
And so we've done a lot of support things for that over the last couple of years with veterans and people doing different things as fundraisers, coming on and talking about their experiences and stuff, trying to help people try to bring that number down. But I didn't know that. That's awesome. Tie-in. I think we have that number, but I like that you're doing that.
I'm glad that you asked, and because this is a memorial car to my fallen Marines. I have stickers. I didn't send you any photos of that, but have stickers of the battlefield cross and the dog tags with those that I served with that lost their lives in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh, wow. If you'll send me that, we'll make sure that gets in a future program. We'll be glad to show that. Like I said, you're in the family, so we go. You send us anything, and we'll show that.
I appreciate it.
there's so many ways we could go, but what is what was the biggest, what's the biggest challenge for you? You're learning the car. I know that's a challenge, but what is some of the challenges for you that you want to overcome, or you're still trying to figure it out? And it could be anything about the dirt track. And where generally do y'all race? Just there at the one you mentioned, or some others?
No, Guntown, Mississippi is called Pine Ridge Speedway. That is our home track.
Okay.
And so we go there, and then on our off weekends we travel. So we go to like the Mag, Duck River, West Alabama. So we try to venture out on those off weekends at Pine Ridge.
Okay. So all those tracks similar, very different. One you like more than the other just because of the racing of it, or give us an idea about that.
Oh, they're all very different. Each one has its own character and personality, and I love them all. I can't say not one bad word about any of them. So, the West Alabama's got its hometown feel, so I do like that. Now I haven't been on their surface since they got new clay, so I'm interested to get back over there. The Mag, it's they call it black ice. So, but it's where I learned the most because, there in West Alabama, I learned a lot because I knew my car was tight, but I didn't know. So I never knew that whole first season what my car is supposed to feel like whenever I'm loose or whenever it's the right conditions. So I never felt the car under me other than it being tight and I'm having to turn the wheel left. So at some of the other tracks, but so I learned a lot there, and Mag and West Alabama probably learned the most. And from that point, that's when I started getting interested. Like, okay, so I feel a difference in the car at these true tracks. Why do I feel a difference? And my boyfriend Wayne, he does help me out a lot. I mean, he does most of the repairs and tries to teach me on this stuff, but I won't let him. So what I try to do is I say, hey, look, okay, this is what the car is doing, and but I didn't have anything to base it on in the first, the whole first season.
Sure.
And so I would say, hey, this is what the car's doing. I'll go to my book and my notes and my setup sheet and everything, and I'll say, hey, my setup sheet, it says I should do this. What are your thoughts? What would you do? And then he makes me make the decision on what I'm going to do. I mean, he's been racing over 50 years. So, I mean, it could be easy for me just to say, hey, why don't you set my car up and do this? But I don't want it to be easy. I want to learn. I want to grow in the sport itself.
Absolutely. And tell him to come on as well.
Yeah.
We want to talk about his experiences. We'd love
to. I was looking forward to me being at his house so that we could both get on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can multitask us.
Do you find other military folks involved? Have you run into others that have a similar, maybe somewhat similar story, and they find they love the racing and it's an outlet for them, maybe through from their experiences or anything?
I have met two other Marines, and I picked them out because they have an Eagle Globe and Anchor on their car or something. And so I zone in on them and I'm like, hey, Marine, devil dog, or I'll bark at them or something. And then,
Well, tell us when you first started getting in, and not because you're female, but just as being new, is this something where you gotta, people going to try you, or is it just different at different tracks? The new person coming along, do you have to kind of earn that respect, or, how does that work for you? But when that first year, how did that feel for you with veteran drivers and you're finding your way through, and how'd you feel about that?
We have a very close knit series. So these guys have been great. They don't care about a woman, that I'm a female. They don't care. I've never felt any more at home than I feel with these guys. So, but as I was, you know, trying to learn what I needed to do on the car, and I was a dead last. I'd get lapped and everything, and but one day I went to the payout window and to collect my last place finish, right? So, uh, and the lady at the payout window, she said, "Hey, you got some fans over there that are looking forward for you to come over there because it doesn't matter when, you know, if I was sucking in last place, I would go over there after every race or after every heat, before the feature, after the feature, however was in the schedule.
Yeah.
And I would go over there and talk to the kid fans mostly, sign autographs, give hero cards. I make these buttons that the fans can wear, T-shirts, checkered flags. Oh, those kids love those things. The little, and I make them for probably pennies. And so I would go over there, pass things out to the kids. Some of the guys would go with me. And then she was like, "Hey, you got some fans over there?" I was like, "I got fans." I'm like, "I'm last place. I'm a last place loser." And so it just started, I just became more passionate about it because, and I'm going to tell you a little story because I had my favorite race car driver when I was growing up. I watched the movie. I knew every line to that movie. And it was, of course, a drag strip. So I went to the race and she was there. And I was going to get to meet her. And I don't know, I might have, I was her favorite. She was my favorite, and I had to get to her. So I might have crawled under her little tape that she had taped around her. I might have did that. I don't really know. But I mean, she was not nice. She was not nice at all to me.
It always destroys it for you, because you don't expect it. You just really don't. And that's always tough on a kid.
I was her biggest fan. I was convinced she's gonna, sign this for me, and then I was a little bit let down. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to be that kind of racer. I want to be that racer that kid fan can look up to, and that take time with them. Even if they're doing something wrong, you can talk to them in a way without, belittle them or making them feel like, man, I'm not ever coming back to this track again or anything. So that's my goal, is to cater to those fans, especially the kids.
Give us a little outlook of the vintage Outlaws. What are they?
Vintage Outlaws. We're a group of racers. We're dirt late model chassis, 1969 and older bodies. The motors are kind of open, a little bit open. There's not many rules on the motor. We do have to have, it does have to have the stamped numbers on Chevy, Ford. It's got to be a small block, Chevy, Ford, whatever. And the heads, it can be aluminum heads, any tire. It can be a modified chassis. It can be a Z-link, whatever, swing arm, but so that's a brief synopsis on it, but without getting into the weeds on the rules.
No, you're fine. And I was thinking when you were talking about your experience that didn't go the way you wanted, for you, I mean, for that person, that's their one memory. I know we get tired, we get weary, there may have been aggravated, but that's their moment, and I like that you're doing that. And for a lot of because we wanted to bring attention to dirt track, and
that's right.
We've lost 2 tracks in our region, and so we asked a lot of them. And there's Biscuit Boy coming in, another member of the crew. But when we asked the drivers, what is the tracks doing to encourage, kids? I think you're the first one that we've ever heard so far that says they actually make things for the kids.
Right.
I think that is fantastic.
It is.
I think like a collector's item or something, like, hey, I got one, and that is so cool that you do that. I think teams need to consider what you're doing here and maybe think of something they could do similar. I mean, everybody likes to get something in their hand. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Something tangible that you can take home with you, and have those memories with. Now, some of these I have. I take the photos that we get from the track photographer, because we support our track photographers. I take that photo. It'll make it into a circle. If I have to pay somebody to do it, I can't really do it. I'm kind of a dork on those electronic things, but so I'll have them make it in a circle. I'll get it into a 2-inch circle, and I have little, I call them cochabons. I don't know what they're called, but it's a metal back. Glue that picture in, and glue that glass top on, and then it's like a little charm. It can go in a necklace. It can go in a keychain. So, and
That's awesome.
They love that. I put them on some of those Mardi Gras beads. I've been doing that. They kind of tangle up a little bit. I don't much like the Mardi Gras.
When you send the other pictures, I'd love to see a picture of one just to see.
Of course.
Show that.
Yeah.
That is great. Hey, Biscuit Boy, glad to have you, brother.
Hey, Paul.
You're muted. You're muted, brother.
Muted.
He'll probably kill
can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Now, yeah.
I just thought I'd stop in and say hello.
Glad you did.
Who are we speaking with this evening?
Sherry Hopper with the Vintage Outlaws.
Sherry, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Paul LeBron, a.k.a. Biscuit Boy.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry I was not able to be on at the beginning, but I'm glad that I got on at the end so that I could meet you, or somewhere there in between. I don't know how long you guys have been on.
Just a few minutes. We're actually, me and Biscuit Boy and Jerry Wolf, another member of the team here, we're going to I-75 track Friday night.
Okay.
And looking forward to that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So you said any tires are okay on these. What do you normally run? What kind of tire?
We use the well, it don't matter, American Racer or Hoosier. Most of the time, Hoosiers is what we run.
Yeah.
I think I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was just ask if the rules, and not to get in the weeds like you said, but have you not been able to get in a race? Have they just qualified you for any reason before a race or after a race or anything?
No, sir. Since the director of the series is my boyfriend, and he makes the rules.
Hey, that always helps.
He makes the rules, and he built the car. So
okay, I see how it goes now.
Yeah.
Never hurts to have connections.
No. It hurts, it's who you know.
Well, he's gonna make her legal. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's made me legal.
Anything here?
No.
How many cars are usually on the track with you? How many you get?
This last weekend we had 9. Now, when I first started, we had 12 to 15 cars at any given time. So, but then we had that word. What's that?
Biscuit Boy actually did 2 channels, so I fixed it.
So we started out when I started, it was 12 to 15 cars, and then since then, we've had deaths. We've had disqualifications and things like that, and sellouts. So since then, we got down to probably 6-7 cars. Now, getting these, we're slowly building that back up.
Yeah.
But with the death, that was 3 cars.
Oh wow.
So. Because he would have drivers in one of his cars, or that was last December. But so we're slowly building back. There are 18 cars out there with new builds and everything. There's 18 total of us, but I can't get all 18 to the track just yet because since they're new builds, or since they're a greater distance away from us. One runs enduros, so I was looking forward to him being out here this summer.
What is the enduro? What does the enduro encompass? What does it consist of?
he's I haven't seen the car, but I know it's like older 1930s, 1940s.
Oh wow.
Coupe or something like that, and I know that he had a 6-cylinder in there. So,
Okay.
Is the fan support pretty good? Fans coming out?
Oh yeah, the fans. Hey, the fans are great, and especially over this time that we've built with them for the last 2 seasons. It being our home track now. Building that fan base, and we have this one car. His name was. He's passed away, but his name was Crazy Ed Stearns. Well, my boyfriend rebuilt that car and same paint scheme. And you know how we got the paint scheme to come out, the lettering? We used AI and pulled the letters out of that old patina paint. And when we pulled the letters out, then I was able to make a stencil to paint those letters in there.
Wow.
So that one is a big hit, and the driver.
Hey, that takes some talent to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it. I had somebody to do it. I just thought of the idea, and then
that's your brain job.
Yeah. Had to have somebody to fix that for me with AI, but it turned out great.
Just a shout out to your sponsors.
Pardon me?
What sponsors do you have?
Right. What sponsors do you have?
We don't have, as a series, we don't have any sponsors. I need to go get after that.
Yeah, you need your marketing team.
I do.
Hey, we're cheap.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can get the network here, the Wolf Nation network, on the car or something. We'll get on one of the cars.
Awesome.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cornbread Man is a genius marketer.
Who's that?
Cornbread Man. Dave.
Oh, Cornbread Man. Okay.
Don't ever use the word genius in my name ever. I mean, I'm just I'm trial and error guy. She mentioned ideas. I do ideas, and I find all the ways not to do something. And somehow, blessings of the Lord, I just stumble over it and get lucky or something. But I appreciate it. But yeah, it is important. I mean, and it is hard to get them, but there are people out there that will sponsor and do things like that. What's your favorite moment in racing, drag or dirt track? What stands out?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I had that on my mind at some point, but for the life of me, putting on the spot right now, I cannot remember.
Hey, that happens.
I do the same thing. I just get asked somebody's name and I lose it. So
Me too.
Lately, I've been losing the names have just been disappearing. I mean, I've known these people for years, and I'm like, what's his name? Yeah.
It's in the face, but I can't think of the name.
That's me.
Getting old is not for the faint of heart, or older, not old.
Yeah.
I'm not old.
Me
I'm a 61-year-old teenager.
Well, that's never a true statement been said. So,
see?
I'm a 5-year-old teenager.
yeah.
Hey, come on now.
Who
Don't
eats
talk about yourself that way?
Sir Chaser eats crystals for breakfast. So
Yes.
if that tells you how advanced his age has got.
Mm.
Any scary moments? Like, have you had any serious wrecks doing this?
I have had a couple of them. I mean, this last one, it was a pretty good lick. I wasn't scared per se, because there's those almost moments when you think you're about to wreck, or you look at you doing a bolt check and you're like, well, if that would have came loose, then that would not have been good. I would have been on my lid. But so I'm
angels helping you out there.
I'm definitely, I think about it. I was like, Jesus rides with me, because there are so many times that I had near misses, and I don't know how I made it out of that, but
Hey, yeah.
I agree.
And I think Jesus is an adrenaline junkie too. So they say he rode with me.
Absolutely. So how many races do you generally run in a season? Like, how many times you're on the track?
Approximately 16 to 24, 25, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Of course, I know rain gets involved sometimes, and we've had a lot of rain this year, so a lot of the tracks have had to cancel even a couple of weekends. So
Right.
that's been, I don't know if it's been like that where you're at, but we have seen a lot of rain this year.
I don't think we had an actual rain out. We had twice. We've had rain, and then the tracks. I mean, they were but off to get that show in, and it was a great track. So yeah, I was. I mean, I was thinking, okay, well, this is going to rain out. I don't foresee this happening, but it ended up that we got the show in. They got the show in because they worked their tails off trying to get that track ready.
A wet track can heat up.
Oh yeah.
We've had some crazy thing happen around some of the tracks in some areas. There was a really crazy incident at I-75 where a guy slammed into another one and got banned.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen anything like that where you're at? Has anybody acted up and did something foolish, and you just had to say, hey, not here, we're not going to put up with it? You don't have to use a name, but have you seen anything like that? Because it seems like this year it's been a little crazy. I don't know what it is.
I've seen on the internet, it's been getting a little crazy, but I haven't seen anything at the track per se. Most of the time I don't get to watch any races unless I'm up in the stands with the fans and during like their cautions, like on the late models cautions, I'll hand out stuff so that I'm not in anybody's way. And then when they race, then I sit down to watch their show. But so I don't get to do it very often. There are times that, hey, I got to make this adjustment on the car, or hey, my brakes, my brake caliper just fell off. Can we fix that?
Yeah, really. What
So,
brake?
So sometimes I don't have a lot of time to go watch like their heat races or whatever. But.
So can I ask you a little bit of a personal question?
Oh, well,
how many races, individual races, would you say you've participated in?
I would say, there were 16 last season. I'm probably at like 40, 45 right now.
Of those 45, have you ever had to jump out of the car and throw your hands up like you was ready to go at it?
No, not at all.
No, she got connections. They would be throwing
we race pretty clean. I mean, we don't want our cars messed up. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
We race each other pretty clean, and I mean, we do have the mishaps that's going to happen, but
what's the cost to get into these tracks? What is it costing to get into the racetrack? For an individual or family of four, do they have packages or something like that, or do you know? I mean, some of them are offering packages and stuff
for the grandstands.
Yeah.
Pine Ridge was charging $20 a head, but they went back down to their $15 a head.
Oh, okay. Sometimes
they have package deals, on special races or something. But pit side, it's $35 for adults. Kids 6 and under are free, and I think the regular 7 to 10 is like $15.
Yeah.
They were going to have to get you a pacifier and some booties when we go up there. Maybe you can pass for under 6.
I think it's great value. I that's what we've been trying to say is, I mean, as high as things are nowadays,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, try to go out, just go through a drive-through at a restaurant, and you're plopping down that for stuff that's not even that good, honestly.
Right.
And here you get
Bristol's.
We're not going to say a name, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
But I think that it's like it's like a minor league baseball. I mean, you get a great value, and it's a family thing, and you have a good time. And do they have food there? What's some of the things they're known for? Is there a food item that they're kind of known for, or a special hot dog or anything, or it's just your traditional thing? You go in and get some chips and the hot dog and stuff.
It's traditional stuff. They do have, like this last time they had some seafood, and then another time they've had brisket, and then another time they've had ribs. Yeah, so sometimes they have special, food items, but I mean, I'm satisfied with the chili cheese fries or something like that.
Me too.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
that's what I get.
Yeah, I've never thought about dirt track sushi before.
Oh,
Well,
no,
now you can consider that. I mean, you know,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna have to try it.
we're gonna have to get over there and try it. We just go
Yeah.
a little bit further, a little deeper in Alabama and over to Mississippi, and we can figure that out. What are you thinking right before the green flag goes? What's on your mind? Pedal to the metal, or are you trying to plotting your who you're going to pass first?
Yeah, I definitely do that. I'm like, oh gosh, this person's in front of me, so I'm going to have to try to get around them, or I think about, I'm just thinking about. Sometimes, some days, I'm like, I just need to survive this, right? This car is not set up.
Is that a big adrenaline moment right before? I mean, everybody's getting ready to go. Is that? Do you feel the adrenaline rush when you're doing that? You're getting ready to.
I never feel that. Nothing like that. I feel calm. It's a calm. It's so peaceful. I'm just trying to, focus on my driving style and making sure I get in the corner, get out of the corner. That's the things I'm thinking about. I'm not.
Yeah.
I want to be a good driver. I want to be a good, clean driver and well respected with those guys on the track. So, I mean, it's a great responsibility. You got other lives in your hands.
Yeah.
Sure.
With a 1-ton rocket.
Is your trailers enclosed or are they open?
We have one trailer that is open. So it's like it's a 3-car hauler.
Whoa.
So my car goes on that one. And then my boyfriend's, his goes in an enclosed trailer. So, we're hauling 4 cars to the track most of the time.
Wow. That's a lot of expense.
Yeah.
What is your biggest? Is the tires the biggest expense right now, or is it fuel, or what's the expense for you?
We're buying pull-offs for the most part. I mean, we'll buy 8 or 10 tires per season, and then but the rest of them are pull-offs.
Okay.
So, we're used tires. We're doing the pump E85 fuel. So we try to save money where we can.
Yeah.
We're budget racers.
Yeah, well, I like it. You got to do that. So where will you be this weekend? Where will you be racing?
Hopefully we'll be back in action at Pine Ridge Speedway in Guntown, Mississippi.
Where's that at? What town is that in? What's it close to?
Guntown, Mississippi. It's near Tupelo.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Dean don't know where Tupelo is.
Yeah,
either,
I do. It's right. If it's
Kind of north and west.
that is the town for Ellis Presley. That's right.
Is it northeast?
Northeast, yes.
Okay, yeah, northeast. It's been a while since I've been through Mississippi. I went to school there for a while.
And then
I used to travel a lot, through
June 27th, I think, we'll be at Magnolia Motor Speedway.
Where's that at?
That's Columbus, Mississippi.
Oh,
Columbus, Mississippi.
You never heard of MAG?
No.
Come on, Dean.
You are sheltered.
Oh, thank you for that.
That was awesome.
The world traveler here. Where's that at?
Oh God!
Oh, you're gonna have to get your bread up, man. Come on.
Oh, that hurts.
Smoked on that one.
Thanks.
I'm glad Chase Elliott didn't hear that.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Were you ever a NASCAR fan? Did you ever like NASCAR?
I didn't follow NASCAR that much at all. I have been down there a couple of times in my lifetime, but I never really enjoyed it.
Yeah. How do you compare the two between the drag racing and this? Is there? I mean, I know it's different racing, but what is it that's the biggest difference for you as a driver, and what's maybe something that's similar? I'm not talking about. I know they're very different radically how they race, but you're going into a race. I mean, you're going into something. You're preparing your mind and all that. Give us a sense of that, because you have 2 careers here that are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of difference there.
There is. As I was thinking about drag racing. You know, when I was thinking about getting back into racing, I weighed the option about, hey, I could go back to drag racing. I know how to, you know, cut a tree on these guys, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if my reflexes are still that good, but you know, back then they were outstanding. So I was like, should I go back to drag racing because I know it, I know how to do that, or should I go to dirt track? That's where my heart is, you know. So I ended up going to dirt track because that's obviously where my heart is.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, you got tons more fun. At least you got in a night. Let's say you do a 15 lap feature, and 9. You got at least 21 laps on the dirt track, and then how many passes are you going to get at the drag strip?
Right.
To get that seat time. So
yeah.
I just
That's
love
funny.
I love being in the car. I love being strapped in, and I don't get excited. I don't get nervous. I don't, you know. At first, the first time I was a little bit nervous to get in the car, and because I was like, look at all those fans. I mean, there was like a ton of fans up there.
Yeah.
The sprint cars were there. I was like, look at all the fans. I'm gonna do. You know, what if I do something stupid? And then I do something stupid, and I'm like, hey, it's okay. I mean, you know, it didn't hurt
not the end of the world.
feelings. Yeah. So I was like, they don't care. They don't. I mean, people do this all the time. You know, I had to convince myself. People spin out. People wreck.
That's right.
So, you know,
Yeah,
even their favorite driver down there, you know, they've spun out, I'm sure, and they still their favorite driver.
That's right. That's right.
What kind of safety features are they giving you in the car to keep you safe? I know you got the cage and all that, but you know, seat belt. I get it. Is there anything else that you're doing in the car to be safe?
I definitely do my gloves. I usually do the fire bonnet, but my helmet that I just bought makes it a little tight. I also do the Hans. So I mean that was, and I think everybody should. And
I do too.
You know, I mean, I have a sister with a neck injury, so you know, a spinal cord injury is no for the person or for the caregiver. So please go get your Hans device. Make sure you take care of the spinal cord.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've heard
Wish we'd had something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a picture of a guy who hit, you know, the impact, and his head. It's a wonder it didn't break his neck. His head was all the way down. I mean, it was, you know, you got your seatbelt harness on, and then his neck was just thrust forward so much, and they snapped that in the picture. And I was like, wow, that's pretty scary. And that's when I went and bought one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
without.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, we see sometimes, I mean, occasionally, I don't know how often it happens on dirt track, but occasionally we'll see fire, you know, with some of these collisions and stuff.
Right.
Have you ever experienced fire in the car?
I have not had fire, but I would like to have like a fire suppression system. I have a fire extinguisher, but I would like a fire suppression system, because I mean, what if you're on your lid and you have to get out of the car and you can't get out of the car in time?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm pretty big on safety. I want to make sure, you know, that I make it through.
Oh yeah.
And nobody wants to be burnt. I
No.
mean, nobody.
No.
That's horrible.
That's
It takes a second or two to get out of that. I mean, your Hans loose and seat, harness and all that to get out of the car. And if you're upside down, that would make it even tougher.
That's right.
You know, trying
Yeah,
to get out.
I was trying to get Wayne to build a jig so that, you know, it would crank us around and simulate a crash, and you be upside down and have to get out of the car. You know, I brought that up to him before, but so
Well, that's
that
a good
way,
idea.
Yeah.
Kind
I mean,
of practice that a little bit,
Right.
yeah,
just to see what that's like.
That's
So
right.
if it ever
Exactly.
happens, God forbid.
because you only got one point of egress. I mean, how do you, and what if that is blocked? How do you get out?
Exactly.
No, that's a good point. That's a real good point. I want to, the time we have left, and you're welcome to share anything. Because of the military tie, and you brought it up, what kinds of things would you like to see just from yourself for veterans to help with the 22 a day? And I know there's some things going on. I'm not saying there's not anything, but what needs to happen from your point of view as a veteran that we need to consider as a nation or as individuals, how we can help people around us? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it is something that we all see and we all hear about.
I don't have any good suggestions for it. I know there's a lot of suffering with the PTSD, but I don't have any. Honestly, I don't have any good suggestions or how we can mitigate all that. Other than counseling, but are we being stubborn and not go into the counseling, or we,
Yeah.
But I mean, you need to reach out and talk to someone. Sometimes that helps, but I mean, are they too far gone? Are they that? I mean, they already got it in their mind that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it any way out.
Yeah, it's hard. There's so many different levels to PTSD, not only military but other tops, and trauma is trauma. But I love the things you're putting on the car. I love to have the pictures of that, and we'll highlight that. And, we'll see about getting a logo or something on one of the cars. So
okay,
Yeah, that'd be good.
Go ahead, Paul.
I just said that would be nice.
Yeah. Anything we didn't cover that you'd like to cover before we let you go? We thank you so much for being with us.
I appreciate y'all having us on. I don't know how you found me, but I mean, I think I told you that I think it was a God thing because, I mean,
I believe that.
I'm not famous by no means.
Well,
not famous race car driver.
Well, you're more famous now,
That's right.
and you're now part of the racing family here. And again, always welcome to come back and share what's going on at those tracks, series. Definitely, if you get any video of some of them giving those things out, I'd love to see that. We'd love to share that.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see those kids just light up as they're seeing some of that.
Yeah.
That's cool. And Paul, I don't know if you got to see it, but she has an awesome looking car. I love that car. That is cool.
Oh yeah, I like the purple.
Do you have any
Purple and green.
Do you have any merchandise or shirts?
Yeah, merchandise, social media.
I do have a few shirts, and by the way, I do make those myself. I mean, I have the print made up, and then I press them on myself, so that way I can afford to give a few out and not charge but $10 or $15 for the merch.
Yeah. Tell us how we can get one. We'll buy one from you and support what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where do we go to do that, or do we just email you and cash out, or tell us how we can do that?
Yeah, you can contact me on Facebook, Sherry Hopper. You can message me there. If you see one of the other cars, I think Wayne's got a T-shirt. He's got a 1966 Chevelle.
Nice.
And he's got 21 championships overall, like track and series championship combined. So, I've got some T-shirts of his.
Definitely want to get one of those. Absolutely.
Yeah. We
And
need
then
to have
now-
him on here too.
Yeah, he's. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have him on. We'll set
Good.
that up very
Good.
soon.
Good.
I just wanted to have I wanted to be there, and we were supposed to be there for the April. I think it was April 15th was our original scheduled date, and I was going to be there, but they ended up scheduling a race that night, and I forgot all about you. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, and we appreciate you reaching
Right.
back out. So we'll definitely want to get on the shirts or anything else you're making. We're excited about that. What's the best way? You got Facebook? Is there any other social media that we can follow you at?
We have Vintage Outlaws on Facebook. We have Vintage Outlaws on TikTok, and that's all the socials I got.
Well, we'll definitely all give you a follow and boost your numbers a little bit, and we'll start seeing some videos and pictures and things you put up. So
All right.
we will definitely be in touch.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I appreciate you guys.
It was a
We
pleasure
appreciate
meeting
you.
you. Thank
Nice
you
meeting
for
you.
coming on.
Super fun. Yeah.
You and I. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
We'll
you.
drop it down. And we'll shut the show down, guys. Hang around. We'll give each other a holler. Thank you, Miss Sherry Hopper, and you be safe out there.
I sure
And,
will. Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
All right. Let me get a little music going, and we'll drop you down.
Midnight rider sneaking past like he don't care. Jess has got the mic asking how'd you wreck so bad. They laugh and tell stories about the times they went mad. We got moonshine wisdom and tire smoke tales from late bottle flying to street stocks on rails. Biscuit boys yelling past the hot sauce, y'all, while Marines planning strategy, standing 10 feet tall. Your report coming at you loud and clear.